Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So glad to have you here. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a great day. It's pouring down rain here. I was sitting here. I was like, what is that noise? The wind picked up. So we're having some weather. Can I demo some stencils, sandwich stencils, Art Deco flower, abstract tiles, and almost fleur-de-lis? Give me a moment, because I don't know where they are. You're supposed to message that to me like, an hour ago. So I would have them pulled out. I can flip through them. So here is the July Stencil Club. I'll grab some stencils while we're getting ready here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So glad to have you here. Morning, afternoon, depends on where you're from. So thank y'all for being here. This is the Baroque flower stencil. I think this is from the Stencil Club. Yep, so there's a Stencil Club. I need to organize my stencils. I've started printing the cover page of what the images look like, and then if it's the Stencil Club, I put them in a file folder when I remember to put them up. So when I put them up, I have them. So there's a Victorian panel. I had a bunch of stencils out on my desk, so that's why I'm flipping through them, because I thought the abstract tile was in there, but maybe it is not. I don't see it. Oh, the Art Deco flower. Is that one of them that you wanted to see? Yes, I've got that one. What was the other? Art Deco, abstract stencil, and almost fleur-de-lis. Well, I can do, oh, here, I've got the abstract tile, and I'll have to dig out the almost fleur-de-lis. So I'm going to put these. I got the papers that were, oh, and there's my star mandala, or mandala, however you want to say it. It's up to you. Mandalas. It might be in here. Let's see real fast. Two are newer. Yeah, no, yeah, gotta let me know. Gotta give me some time. I know I have the almost fleur-de-lis. It's just an interesting pattern. I've used it in the past. It's been a while. I'm trying to remember how far back that was. I don't have them in alphabetical order yet. Maybe that's what Robin can do when I'm on vacation, is I'll just pull out all my stencils and I'll have her put them in alphabetical order, make sure that the cover sheet's with them. I think you're going to get 2 out of the 3, Sam, because I do not see. Okay, it must be in a different file folder. Okay. So, okay, I'm behind on my coupon code, so Robin will nag me. Robin will nag me. All right, so let's do this. I've got a piece of paper here. I thought we would play a little bit. I have so much random pieces in my stash that are gel prints that this has got a little overspray on it, that, you know, I used maybe part of it. I didn't use the whole thing. And it's just kind of piling up. I got, well, y'all probably can't see this, but this is just some of my mixed media papers and random papers that I just kind of found here and there. I've been cleaning my room. Keep on nagging Robin. She nags me. I haven't sat down at my computer. I have not felt well. I still don't feel 100%. Just been blah. I'm going to spray this white 4x4 piece of watercolor paper with Enchanted Rose, a pink. Choose them pink. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, and I have some mini journals to give away at the end. And I appreciate your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Helps pay for postage when I send out prizes. Okay, so I'm just drying that real fast. I wanted the foundation piece to have a little bit of color. Now I'm going to lay in the Art Deco flower stencil. And I'm grabbing a scrap of paper. And I'm going to spray it with Fully Purple. Thank you so much. Yeah, you created a job. And I'm just going to spray the whole thing. I didn't spray the pink all over, but I like this kind of layered effect. And then I've got a mop-up paper that I had started mopping up on a different page. So I'm just going to turn it over and mop up on the other side. So I'm building from the base up. I've got a little journal card that I want to make. That'll be a journal card pocket writing space. All right, so there it is. There was a little bit of brown on my stencil, so it kind of bled through. That's kind of cool. So there is the Art Deco flower. What do you think? So that was spraying through the stencil, and this is mopping up the stencil. You like that, Sam? Hey, Morgan. Hey, Morgan, do you mind if I ink your butterfly post stamp? I didn't get a sample cut for me, and so I didn't know if you would mind. I thought I'd ask before I inked it up and then shipped it to you. And you're like, she sent me a used stamp. Well, I have to quality control. Love the mop-up page. Bitch, isn't it cool with that pattern? I was looking at some Art Deco drawings, and I really liked some of the patterns that I saw. And so I was just kind of playing with how could I draw this out? And I thought that was kind of a neat pattern. This is the other side that I was playing with. Sure, she says. Okay, perfect. All right, so there's my foundation that I'm working off of. And I did that because I happen to have these Post-it notes that are 4x4. And I thought it might be kind of neat. One, two, three, four. Let's do 4. So my thought was I would attach these to the back side. They may be bigger. I don't know. We'll see. If I can get it straight. You know, if you start on the non-sticky side and get that lined up and then lay it down, Linda, it'll work better. See there? Now it's matched up. So I'm just going to distress ink that outside edge. Okay, so there's my foundation. And then I was digging around in my scraps, and I happened to come across some of these. This is a piece of book page that I rolled my brayer off on when I was cleaning it in between gel printing. And then this is just a corner of gel printing, cleaning up my gel plate on top of it. Okay, so I thought well, it'd be kind of interesting to have a little pattern on here in that teal. I don't know. I was just kind of, let's see what we can do. And I probably shouldn't have put that down just yet, but I was just kind of playing with it. Maybe something, it needs a little contrast behind there. So how about, I'm looking around at my scraps that I have laying here. I have this is really kind of ugly dark, but it might be enough to back this. Oh no, I kind of like that without the other purple strip. It just kind of gives it another texture. You know, it's all about playing around with the textures. I think I'm going to go this way. All right. So then I happen to have this little rectangle piece of purple paper. Say that really fast. Rectangle piece of purple paper. Purple paper, purple paper. All right, so let's put something on top of that. And I stamped out the Pansy post, the Pansy rubber stamp. But since Morgan's okay with me dirtying up her stamp, I'll try to save the little piece that goes in the back, but I can't guarantee that I will. And I haven't stamped it yet, so give me a second. We're going to get a scrap of paper here. I did stamp out the others. The Pansy I got upside down. Yeah, you'd like to have a crafty group of friends? Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I have a few ladies that live local that come down. We need to schedule a paper making session. I think we're going to wait till September. Oh, there's the butterfly. I like it. Okay. So let me grab a scrap of paper. Here we go. So this is my scrap bin that I have beside me. And I'm just going to stamp on one side because we're going to make like a faux postage out of it. So we're going to put it right here and stamp. Oh, you tried stamping some things and painting them with different water-based products. Finally remembered to try it from a Monday's Live. Well, cool. Well, that's what we're going to do here. We've got the little butterfly, and I've got a paintbrush. We're dealing with purple, so let's grab, you know what? Let's make it pop. Let's make it a teal butterfly. So let me find, I've got this deep blue. There's blue water, and I've got purple pop. So let's do this turquoise. You made it! You have not idea what you're doing, but you're here, Diane. Well, we're so glad to have you here. Yay! Okay, well, I'm glad that you like this stamp. I am going to be cutting some more stamps, so you may get a brand new one, Morgan. But I think all of yours are ready. I finally got the Beeline Design stamps. All right, so I'm just going to take my paintbrush. Let's zoom in so y'all can see. Wait, we want to go zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. All right, so I'm just using the Tattered Angels. I've got a paintbrush, and I'm just going to barely come in here and paint my page. I like doing this. For some reason, I have a hard time using markers. I do have a set of the chameleon markers, which I love playing with them when I do, but I don't like that they bleed through, and sometimes they're just not very forgiving when you put them down. So I like using the Tattered Angels because I just like that watercolor effect. So now I'm going to take the purple pop, and I'm just going to dip it into the Tattered Angels, okay? And I don't want too much, and I'm just going to come in here. This is a lighter purple, so I'm just going to come right around and just loosely watercolor. And I'm okay if it's a blotchy, if it's got darker areas more so than others. It works better if you have a big piece of paper like I do, so it doesn't move around on you too much. And you can kind of add some more shadow by keep layering if you want. Okay, how's that look? Hello, Mrs. Edmondson. So glad to have you here. Fun, fun, fun. Like that? All right, and then I'm just going to use my regular scissors to cut it out. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Already got my hands dirty. Don't look at my fingernails too close. It's time for them to be redone. I lost the polish on one of the nails. It just peeled right off. It's like, well, that's silly. And I didn't take the time to redo my nails, so I'll be doing that soon. Okay, so we got the little postage stamp. Okay, and I'm going to grab my Distress ink. We'll just go around the edge. I must have dropped a little bit of Tattered Angels. There's a little spot. So now we've just added that, and so it looks like a little stamp. I like it. A little faux postage. Faux postage. All right, so I'm going to set that back up there. All right, so I've got this piece, and I want to layer it on here, but that's kind of big by itself. I didn't use this purple piece, so what if we put that on there? Well, it's a little bit on the dark side. Welcome to the dark side. All right, so now we're just being silly today. All right, so we're going to do, I'm going to say sewing lamb. And what I'm going to do is I've got this piece of fabric here. Get my fabric scissors because they cut fabric more better. More better. That's a technical term, you know. All right, so I'm just going to cut this. And I'm looking at, do I want to have a little bit of a border all the way around? Well, I can fray this. So if I just kind of grab the threads on this edge a little at a time, you can kind of fray it. If you like that look. If you don't, it's okay. I've got friends that'll even take scraps and put them inside of basically a pillowcase. Just take scraps of fabric, throw it in a pillowcase, seal the pillowcase shut with like a rubber band, or tie it with some string so it won't open in your washing machine. And then you wash all these little scraps. And then when it comes out, they're all frayed and vintage looking. Okay, so there. See how that looks? The little frayed edges now. Alert, alert! Giovanna provided us with the little sewing lamb. Isn't it cute? I love it. I love it. I want more of it. All right, don't get fuzzies on you. All right, so we got this piece. I'm going to add some distress inks to the dark purple piece, even though you probably can't see it that much, but I'll know that it is there. Okay? All right, so if we're going to put this on here, then we're going to put this piece on there. I was going to use this purple strip, so let's see. Do I want to just do a shorter piece? Probably. So let's do this. Let's just kind of cut it. Let's eyeball it. We're not being technical here. So this was a painted, this is the bigger piece. It was painted with my brayer, and then I stamped over it with the rubber stamp. So we got some stamping in the background. And then this was run through one of my embossing folders. So it has some texture on it. I just thought it'd be kind of neat. Okay, kind of like that. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're cooking with gas now, man. All right. So I'm going to add some distress inks to this piece. So this is one of those things that you just sit and make little clusters, little things that you can use. I'm just going to put a little perimeter of glue because we are going to go to the sewing machine. If you're not going to sew, then you'll want to be generous and get your glue down. On printables, sometimes the pockets have side edges to glue down. Does the bottom part fold back first or the sides first? I find to help, I know what you're talking about. Da, 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 da. Do I have one handy? No. But what we'll do is we'll get a scrap of paper here. All right. So let's say this is the side, and this is the other side. Okay, we'll cut that off. We'll say that's a pocket piece. Okay, so you've got this piece and this piece, and I find that I put in the side first, then the bottom, so that this kind of pushes this closer to the page, and I make sure that I glue really well right on this edge and kind of spread the glue down so that when you're putting stuff in your pocket, it slides down in this corner here. If this is on the outside, you can slide down and it won't catch on the bottom. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I would do. All right, we're going to put that right about there. I'm just going all out today. We're going to do all kinds of layers. All right. Oh, we need some lace. Y'all are always on me about not using lace. So here's my little bin. Oh, you can't see it. Let me go big screen. There's my bin that I put some fabrics and lace and scraps and whatnot. Maybe this piece will work. I don't want a lot. I just want, about that much. So what if we put this right in there, and we're going to put that on top. You see that? Nice little So the bottom is on the outside, right, Sam? And I mean outside, but you're not gluing it like this. You're gluing it on the page so you don't see the edges. Okay? Yeah, use up all the little scraps. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue down, and then we're going to go to the sewing machine. Just put some glue right there, and I'm using these scraps. So, you know, sit down, especially like you, Morgan, when you get your butterfly stamp, if it ever arrives, right? If Linda would let it go. You could sit down and find your scraps from when you were doing fussy cutting and just stamp those butterflies several times and color them different colors and whatnot and have fun with it. Yeah, it's raining a lot here, Jennifer. We're getting a lot of rain here. All right, let's go to the sewing cam. All right, am I in camera shot? Yeah. My hair, the humidity has made my hair, it was really pretty curly, and then it went flat. So I'm going to stitch around the outside edge and around the butterfly. And just to keep the butterfly in place first, I'm going to stitch around it first. And I'm going to do a zigzag stitch. I had it on straight stitch because I was playing with my sewing machine earlier. Okay, here we go. I used lace and fabric and a painted page, a rubber stamp. We used Tattered Angels. There's definitely mixed media here. We're just a sewing. So I just did around the butterfly, and I'm okay with the little threads, and I'm just going to go ahead and stitch around that outside edge. Oh, machine's out of thread. Bobbin thread's empty. Bobbin thread down. Thankfully, I wound one earlier, so all I have to do is pop it in like so. Now, I didn't get stitched all the way around. I thought I did. We'll try that again. This is live, y'all. All right, we're stitched all the way around there. Now we're going to go around the outside. So what do you think? We just made a little piece, little thing. I am going to go ahead and stitch these two pieces down the side here. I could take the sticky notes off the 4x4 piece and then stitch it, but I didn't. She came prepared. Well, I hope you feel better, Kristen. We're glad to have you here. We're trying to, you know, have fun. Oh, yeah, flat back. You want a flat back bling too? All right, so we got this so far. All right, so I was thinking about making this a tuck spot. And if I'm going to do that, I really need to glue these in place so that they aren't going to separate out. So I'm going to get my bone folder, and I'm really going to try to marry these together. And then I want to make sure I got this on the right side. We're going to glue this right down the edge over here. What sewing machine do I have? Morgan, I bought my sewing machine in 2015. It is a Brother Simplicity SB 3129. I do not think they make it anymore. They have a newer version. I like this one because it has the auto needle threader and it has the auto thread cutter. And it has a ton of fancy stitches that we can do. I bought it because I was using it for quilting, and my old machine wasn't very accurate in keeping my seam allowances. I was having too much wiggle room, and this machine is tighter. It has a tighter stitch. It just seemed to work better. All right, so there is this piece. What do you think so far? I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little better. What do you think so far? All right, so I want a little bit of a tuck spot here. So I've got, I'm looking, is this too big? I've got a little tag. There it is. I made a tag earlier. What if we were to do that? I think that would be cute. So we're going to make this a pocket or tuck spot. So I'm going to add a little strip of paper to the back side. So here's where you can see how I put a pocket together, Lori. So I'm doing the bottom. I'm just really trying to press that so that glue will come all the way up to the edge. It's really smart if you put it in the glue and then slide it up into place. And then that whole piece will be glued down. So you don't want that catching on things. I don't want my fabric scissors to cut paper. All right, so that's this side. I'm sounding like one of my friends who always says, all right. Oh, you've finally got the lid for your Arlene's tacky glue. I know somebody's told me about that a couple years ago now. Linda, get the easy squeeze tube and put that lid on here. And I'm like, well, why doesn't Aleen's put that on there? That just seems like so much smarter. And I just bought at the dollar store a little bottle of glue. It's a 3 ounce. Of course, it was only $1. I bought it because of the glue bottle size, not that it has glue in it. I mean, I'm okay with that. But I thought I may put that nozzle on it to see if it's easier on my hands, because sometimes trying to hold a bigger bottle is a little bit harder. I know some people like the smaller bottles. All right, so I've got 3 sides, and I'll go ahead and cut this at a diagonal. Cut that as a diagonal. Cut this as a diagonal. Cut this as a diagonal. Okay, so we have all those sides cut. Are you following me? Have I lost you yet? Oh, the lid comes with the Amazon one. Awesome, Sam. I'm glad that they finally listened to the crafters. I only buy now the big bottles. I buy, and I'm almost out, I buy the great big bottle. You can see the difference here. It's a 16 ounce. To refill the smaller bottle. And you see all my hand marks from touching the label. Yeah, Fabric Fix is hard to squeeze. Yeah. And that's why I like this bottle. It's really quite squishy. And this little one feels squishy. And, easier to use. All right, so I'm going to fold back these flaps. Okay, so I want them within my border. Are you there? And then this is the last one, so I'm going to fold it over. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to glue that down. So I'll put glue. Hey, Range. Hey, Safina, how are you? All right, so we're going to come right here. And we're going to go right here. And I'm really not putting that much glue. I'm pretty much just touching the nozzle to the page. That may be hard to see because we're white on white. All right, so I'm going to make sure I've got this right side up. This is where I want it. So we'll glue that down right about there. And then sometimes if I'm dealing with something like this, I'll grab an acrylic block and just put that on top to weight it down. And I'm going to come back here. This was a 2-inch by 3-inch rectangle of craft cardstock, and I used the Paper Studios. It's got multiple sizes. What I like about this is you stick it in here. So this has got a 2-inch mark, and they also have the 1 1.5 and 2.5. And you just stick it in here, lining it all up, and punch. And now you have a tag shape. Isn't that kind of cool? So it's great to use all those scraps of paper, and you can do them in different sizes, different widths. All right, so we're going to have, this is a little tag that goes in here. We're going to decorate that in just a moment, but she wants some flat black bling, but I've got some little flowers. How's that to start with? And then we'll look for the flat back bling. All right, we got it. Okay. So I've got this little, it's a roll of trim that I picked up a while back. Looks like 3 yards for $3.99. It was at Hobby Lobby. So I just cut a little snippet of that. I'll put that right there. I'm thinking about how I want to do the tag. If I just want to keep it really simple, I'm just going to put that on top. And I'm going to dig in my bling. I've got some, this is a nice size. Maybe we'll do that size. Okay. Let's rubber stamp on here. How about thoughts? I've got the stamp thoughts. That's part of my, I think I called it Thought Cube. I don't know. I've forgotten. I always stamp it off. And I'm trying to do it on the distressed ink. Stamp it when you're testing it out on a scrap piece of paper. All right, so I'm just going to stamp up here at the top middle. Thoughts. So it says thoughts. I think my doggies. Oh, Robin's calling me. Why are you calling me, Robin? Does she not hear me? Why is Robin calling me? Should I call her back, y'all? Or wait? Okay, so that says thoughts. But, let's do, let's put a little flower on there. This is from the Dainty Flower Cube. I'm going to slide that out of the way. Robin's electricity went out. My electricity just popped off and on, so I'll be back in the live in a few minutes. Okay. Yeah, she lost electricity because of the storm. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put that on here. That's from the Dainty Flowers Cube. All right, so we've used a stencil. We've used rubber stamps. We've used fabric. I've got some, what is this? Ribbon. I joined a swap years ago, and this is how they did the swap. You were supposed to take your ribbon and a yard of it and wrap it around a clothespin, and then that way it kept it all nice and neat and together. I've been trying to use it because I don't like that method. It wasn't what I liked. Have I showed y'all how I store my ribbon? Hello, Nana. So glad to have you here, Sheila. Yeah, she lost power. Yeah, she lost power. So Robin will be back in a moment. So y'all don't ask or do anything. Robin's not here. Debbie, you're going to have to take notes if Robin doesn't come back. All right, so that says thoughts. What do you think? And then this will go in there. And if you want, you can have it stick out just a little bit. I'm making journals using the Pansies kit. I need ideas for the spool shape. I don't know what you mean. Rephrase your question, please. So now we have this journal card that we can put in our journal. And it has these tear off if you want to tear them off sticky notes. I thought about stitching it down, but I kind of like leaving it that way because you may want to take all of those off. You may want to glue this down as a tuck spot, big tuck spot, and then be able to put stuff behind it. So you've got options. Are you talking about the third card? Do tell how I store ribbon. I'll show you. I'll show you. We're going to be, oh, I forgot to put bling on here. I got the bling out and then I forgot. I'm sorry. Robin's not even here. She's not even going to get to witness it. All right, let's put some bling on here. Let's put it, where do I want to put it? Let's put it right on the flower. What do you think? Maybe one right there? Thank you, Sam. You made it. You made it, Maria. And I think we need another. You got to do it in threes, right? Trying to peel it off. Okay. So, oh, now I want to. Okay, I think what I want to do is put another one up there and then one more and make it a little cluster of three. There. Since we've got the three little flowers down here, we put the three up there. All right, somebody screenshot that for Robin. Okay, I'll show you really fast. Let me put this in my basket. We'll go to the big screen. So here's what I do. Robin will be back with us in just a moment. This is what I do. I have these 12 by 12 iris containers. This was given to me, in fact. In fact, she gave me a set of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them with a shelf unit. So these just slide right in. And what I did was I took the ribbon, and I haven't done this one yet. I've got 2 more containers of this that the ribbon needs to be carded. So I took the ribbon off and then I wound it around my little card and I used some pins, some straight pins, and then I just kind of put them in here by color. You can see this has got the reds and some purple, and we've got pinks and teal, and this one's just sitting in there for temporary storage. And so this does not work for me, and it was in a different container, so that's why I had it out on my desk so I would use it. But here's the idea. You're supposed to be able to take that and catch it, but this is annoying, so I'm just going to take my straight pin and stab it because it's already unwinding. Okay, so that is how I do. Robin is back! Yay! She's here. I see it. I see it, Robin says. She saw the bling. So, yeah, that's a journal card. I think it's kind of a journal pad. Someone was asking for other ideas of journaling space, okay? So I have another little idea that I was reminded about it when I was cleaning up in my stash. And so I'm going to look here and see what I have that might be interesting. Okay, this might work. Okay, so this was a mixed media page that I made. And while it's fun and whatnot, I'm not really 100% happy with it. I think I even did a tutorial that I never shared. I'm not positive. So I want to do something with this that maybe it's not quite as garish? I don't know, maybe. So what if we only used a portion of it instead of the whole page? Okay. You like that idea, Connie? Well, thank you. It's a paper image in the kit with flowers on it. Oh, hang on. We're just all over the place here today. Did you answer on the glue pot? No, I did not see the glue pot. This is the Pansy Journal I made the other day, and this is my extra. Yeah, the pen is perfect. You like that idea? Yeah. So this is the Pansy kit, and you want to know, it's the circle thing, and I did something with it. Oh, I know what I did. This was using the letters rubber stamp. Can you see that? I'm out of shot here. I used it. This one? Is that the one, Lori? You like the cover, Lori? Okay, my glue pot is a airtight container that I put a kitchen sponge in just so that it wasn't so runny. It kind of keeps it contained. And you add water, then you add glue, and you just keep adding glue every time you use it, and a little bit of water. I even will take the old bottles of tacky glue, and maybe you can hear this. That's got water in it, and I will use this to refill, and that keeps it going. And then I'll use a paintbrush, dip it into the glue, and then my paintbrush is wet, and then paint my papers and glue them together. And I have a tutorial on how to make that. All right, did I answer that? Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Not a circle. Okay, it's not that one. All right, y'all enter. She said the spool. So I used that piece. And I printed all of it. So I don't know what the spool is. Y'all enter the raffle. I do not recall. Oh, well, this was the clock. That's how I used the clock. I do not remember the spool. Thundering again. Oh, the wildflower kit. I heard the pansy kit. Well, I see how you are. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Jennifer. Yeah, the cover I showed making that during the live stream 2 weeks ago for the pansy kit. And I got to keep one, so it wraps. And this just tucks through here. All right. Y'all enter the raffle, and we're going to get a prize. We're going to get a prize. All right, this will be funny. Y'all like this. Who likes flamingos? Okay, Lori. Lori asking ideas on what to do with it. I suggest lace on one side and use as a journal card, or laminate and use for washi tape. Oh, that's a good idea, Range. Is that it looks like the thread holder? I use those in the So Artsy kit. I don't think I have a So Artsy kit. No. I don't have I don't have the So Artsy kit. I was trying to think if it was in one of my other. I guess I need to make one for myself. Okay, let's do the yeah, I understand. Thank you. Yeah, make a notebook with the spool. That's a good idea, Jenny. That is a good idea. You know, you don't have to keep it the spool shape. You could paste it onto, if you're more comfortable with, a rectangular or square shape. Then build from there. Thank you. All right, so let's do the giveaway. Let's pick a winner. 200 junk bucks goes to the rain's coming down. Vienna Crisp, congratulations! Yay! You won 200 junk bucks. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I was digging around, and I think there was somebody that really wanted this one. Oh, it got bent. But I forgot. We never got around to it. So I made a Flamingo stencil. And this was one of my mixed media pages where I basically gel printed the flamingos. And then I cut it up and I made this journal page. So I used some of Norella's words. I used lots of rubber stamps. This was also a gel print down here at the bottom. Gather Your Dreams. This is the Leafy Branch or Flowering Branch by Beeline Designs, which I still offer. So y'all definitely do check out the rubber stamps because I have over 600 stamp images in my shop now, combined with the Beeline Designs and then my designs. The Journal Quartet #1, and then I had this tag punch that I've had it for years and I hadn't really used it, but I just had some fun stamping some or punching some lime green paper that is Robin's absolute favorite. This is using some seam binding that I tied with Tattered Angel's Glimmer Mist, little sequins and beads, and of course the bulb pins. And then you get 2 pieces. So this is going to be the next prize. And on the front, close up here. These the front, and then it's got an envelope that I stamped. This is a piece of coloring book page. I was just putting random things because it's a junk journal, so it's kind of supposed to be random, right? Tight pocket. And then it's the same thing on the back. So I'm going to reset this, and we're going to say Flamingo Journal page. Open. So you could use this as it is. You could add it to your journal. You could make it the focal point of your journal in the center. You've got some pieces here, so you can kind of add some. And you could even take these elements out of this pocket and use it somewhere else. So it kind of gives you the theme throughout your journal. I want to give you those ideas that, yes, I sit here and I make all of these on one page. You can do each one on a different page and have a lot of variety in your journal. Okay. All right. So y'all enter the raffle. And let's go back to this. So as I talked to y'all and showed you things, I was also in the back of my mind trying to decide how I want to go forward with this. So this is our junk. It's a book page out of a Bible. It has layers of Tattered Angel's Glimmer Mist in the background. It has, don't you go anywhere. You stay right there. Where's my thumb? Oh, I know what I need to do. I've got this cork board behind me, but for some reason I failed to use it. I had an idea that I wanted to keep. And let's see, it's got some metallic paint on top. And I also painted with I made a rubber stamp with my Cricut, if I remember correctly, and showed y'all how to use that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take some paper. I happen to have some newer paper. The first package was damaged, so this one's got the corners bent, so it came in here. It's not normally my studio paper. It's normally my printing paper. And I think what I want to do is just a nice paper so that when I put it on the back side, you can't see, come on camera, you can't see the text very well. So I'm just going to glue these two together. Listen to the thunder. I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night. You're getting better at multitasking. Yeah, and I understand it. There's a lot of things that are going on that it's hard to watch this and be in the chat So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. You know, and some people are like, I can't do the lives. I get it. I will watch a live in super fast speed of somebody else's. And if they are watching the paint dry, is what I like to say, on their project, because that's how long it's taking, I will take my mouse and I will speed up the video. I usually watch on my computer, and I'll speed up the video to get past that point. So I get it. All right, so what I want to do is I want to make a little foldy thing. And I like this area, so I'm kind of looking. So if I do 3 inches over here down, that would be a nice width that we would have to write on the back. So I'm going to go ahead, and this may not execute well. We're going to try it though. This, come on. I'll save that for later. We're just going to do one. Oh, I am going to go ahead. Nope, I'm going to save that. Okay. So we're going to fold this up, and it's going to become a little fold out writing space. And my fingers are dirty. My fingers are dirty. My fingers are dirty. Dribble tasking. No, that's not good. You can't be doing that. There. Well, when you get your paper dirty like that, you just automatically do it on purpose, okay? It's part of the design. I intended it to happen that way. All right, so I'm just going around the whole thing. And we're going to be folding this up. I'm going to go ahead, and I want this to be a little bit thicker up here. So I'm going to fold it in again. And then I'm going to glue this down. And I'm just doing that because that scrap was there. It may not make a difference in what I'm going to be doing. We'll find out, because I made one with a scrap of paper earlier. And I folded it in, so I guess I got glue on the inside, but I didn't put it. Oh dear. Okay. So now I've got this strip that is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5 inches long. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Throw a happy face on there. So I want to fold this top portion down just a little bit. And you're going to see the flower here in the corner top. And then I'm going to take this piece and fold it, but not quite all the way to the top. So I'll just leave a little bit of a space there. Okay? You with me? I'll add some distress ink on here. I think we should go to the sewing machine and sew on it. Yeah, I think we should. That's what I'm going to do now. We're going to go to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch around here. I'm trying to make sure. My fingers are always dirty. I know, it's terrible. Most of the time I love it. I try, you know. All right, so this is going to fold up. That's the gist of it. We're going to do more to it. But I'm going to stitch all the way around that outside edge. I think you'll just give it another element. And now this really obnoxious page has been toned down because we're not seeing all of that in our face. And this could be popped into a less colorful, I'm off camera, a less colorful page and be the pop. Okay, so we just stitched around there. Sewing Kim! I need a drink. I do too. I just noticed it. I've been drinking my shake. My protein shake, but I need some water. Okay, so now I've done that, and I want this to stay closed, and as you can see, it kind of pops up. So what I'm going to do is grab a tool here, and I've got my crocodile. It's got stuff in it. It's got stuff in it. Don't be stuffing it. There we go. I got my crocodile, and I got it on the small side. I could use an even smaller one, but we're going to go in the middle, so right about there. And I'll do it in that folded piece of paper. Looks like I'm a little off center, but that's okay. We're all off center. Okay, so I've got that hole in there. Can y'all see that? There's a hole. But now what I'm going to do, are you ready? Are you ready to be amazed? I'm going to use a pen to hold this close, and it is a corsage pen. So what I want to do now is I'm going to look at this. I'm going to get my pen. I've got my Sharpie here, and I want to make 2 lines. Let me zoom in so you can see this. Okay. So I'm going to come in here and make a line and another line. And we're going to cut that. So I'm going to unfold it, and I'm on a self-healing mat. I've got a ruler here. I've got a craft knife. This may even be X-Acto brand. It is. And can you see there? I'm just going to take my knife and cut and just put the tip in and then drag towards me. And then slide this over. Put the tip in. And go slowly. Make sure you're careful. Keep it straight up and down. Don't cut, near your fingers. Hold your fingers far away because these are deadly sharp. All right, so we've got 2 little slits in there. And if you want that slit to show up a little better, you can go ahead and kind of draw that line. And now, look what's going to happen. Let me get it going. So I got to be able to see it. You take this and you feed it through the top and then the bottom, and it'll keep it closed. You have that knife. It's a handy knife. And I'm just going to fold this. So now you've got this little piece, and you can embellish this if you so choose, okay? And then you can open it up and you can write on the inside. You like that? So we can embellish this by, I've got a little flower here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a little flower. It's going to go up at the top. So it'll look like a little flower in there. And let's grab a piece of fabric. I'm going to fold it in half, make a square. I've got them back to back, but I'm just going to twist it just a little. And that's going to go in here. So what I'll do is I should use the, and we'll use the best glue ever here in a moment. So I'm just going to put a little glue on the back side of this flower. And we're going to get in the center. And then I'm putting that on there. Okay. and it kind of makes it a little flower. And I'm just squeezing it up. You kind of have to play with it. The more glue you put in there, the more it'll let you shape it. Just a little bit more. And what I'll do after the live stream is I will put a drop of the best glue ever right on this green paper, and then let that air dry, and then I'll push it up onto the pen, because Aleene's doesn't stick to plastic and metal, okay? But the other will. And then this can go in here, and you've got a little flower embellishment. You like that? Have I lost y'all? Lori says cute. And these were some flowers that I painted with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. I used them for a competition challenge that Canvas Corp brands had, and I still had a few of these left, so I've been trying to use them up. All right, so we made that. Let's make a pocket. I've got let's change colors a little bit. I've got a blue paint chip here. I pick them up. I go to Lowe's, and I'll grab 2 of each color. And I won't grab very many. I'll grab like 4 colors maybe. And sometimes I'll go to the other side and get this style, and I forget that I have them, so I'm trying to put them in a basket. This is another basket idea that I have here, so that, oh, I just realized we're not big camera. I've got some Starbucks things in it. I've got some of the paint chips. I have a couple pieces of paper that I was using for something else. There's the Tattered Angels that needed to go over there. I've got some other ribbons that I thought I might use. And I also have these little tiny paper clips. So I'm just trying to use up some things. And I want to use this. We're going to make it into how about a pocket and a belly band? So we'll use 2 parts of it. So I'm looking at how thick that would make this. If I cut this to be 2 inches and 1 inch, the 1 inch could be a belly band, and then the 2 inch could be a pocket across the page. Okay, so I just cut those. I'll go ahead on this piece, and let's cut it to be 5 1/4 inches, because I like mine to almost go to the edge. Shorter is better sometimes, because it is then not interfering into the center spine of your journal. If you think about it, the more bulk you add towards the center of your spine, that's what's going to make your journal open out this way, because it can't get tight here. So if you can keep most of your embellishments on the outside, it is still able to close here, and it keeps it from looking so full. Does that make sense? All right, so we've got these 2 pieces. All right, I've got some more gel prints laying here. I saw something. Ooh, that's a silver. Look at that silver. What if we... Oh, I like this butterfly. So this was a gel print that I made, and the butterflies stand out by themselves. I think that would be neat if we were to take pieces of that and make like a mandala to put in the center, and then use that to decorate this page. Yeah. You with me? You with me? All right. So you also wanted me to use the abstract stencil. So we'll got to remember to use that. I've got a couple of squares of cardstock here. And I think what I want to do is we're going to just rip. I could spend time and fussy cut it out, But I think I like the idea of ripping that. And the paper is white, so why don't we do something to colorize that paper? I think what I would do is look at what colors that I have, see what do I need to transform it to. And I'm kind of thinking we need another color here. Oh, thank you, Kathy, for your donation. Thank you, Jennifer and Morgan and Debbie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And Robin, you're going to have to remind me what time it is. When do y'all want to get off here? I don't want to keep you all day. I'm just doing this today. It's raining. I'm procrastinating. All right, so I got 2 of those. 1 for each. Okay. And I'll save those. I kind of like that. I think we need a strip of this gel print. So I'll cut off the edge where there isn't anything on here. And then I think I'll just cut a 1-inch strip. And that can go across this page. Okay. This piece is almost wide enough. What if we did that as a background to this piece? We're going to mat it. So if that's 1 inch, I think I want to go 1 3/4. I think I like that. So I'm making 2 things at the same time, kind of using all the scraps that I'm producing at the same time. Where's my scissors? Yeah, so she can finish her order. Okay, so I gotta do the other stencil. Okay. Well, let me finish this, and we'll make a quick journal card with the leftover bits that we have laying here. Kind of like this is leftover, and I just cut this piece off. So we'll make a journal card with that. Okay, I think what I want to do is get some tattered angels, and I think watercoloring the background is what we should do so that it kind of fills it. I don't want to spray over the top and then it alter the color here. So what if we change that? I've got that pale pink that we use, the Enchanted Rose, and it may be too much, so I'm thinking, I'm changing my mind now. That's Dancing Dragonflies. It's a teal color, but it's real faint. So I'm hoping that basically it will just add a hint of color here. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Yep, okay, 2 p.m. All right, so let me do this. So we got 20 minutes for me to make this last element. I will use the stencil. Okay, I like that. And there's a little bit of gold in this. So it's kind of leaving a pearlescent gold. Oh, I'm not in camera. Sorry, y'all. Gold in the background. So this is, again, using those gel prints. I made this during the live, and I used the flamingo one, but I didn't use the butterfly one. And I saw it, and I thought, I need to do something with that. You kind of see that? And so it's going to have light areas and dark areas. I'll do it again. Hey, Carrie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Waiting on Linda to show the other stencil. I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying. Okay. Let me get this painted. I wanted to make both so I can make journal cards to go behind it so that it all went together. It has to flow, man. So for those of you that want to have a lot of elements that match, I'm not using really anything that you can't make yourself. You know, I'll make a butterfly shape. This had bubble wrap used on it. Just kind of play with that. Yeah, I'll be doing Thursdays, the first Thursday of the month. You're always going to dinner on Monday. Yeah. I just lost my cell phone. Okay. Thank God to have you here. Had to get a snack. Okay, so we've got these pieces, and they're going to go on top of those. I think we need some fabric or lace or something. You know, and I'm using a lot of this purple and such, but what is that? Is that too much? I think that's too much behind there, okay? And I might have enough. What if we were to do a little square of the muslin or a strip? Maybe a strip. Let's do that. Let's see what it looks like. I think I like that. Just a strip. And maybe we'll get another strip of blue. You following me what I'm doing? You seeing what I'm putting down? I've got this piece of blue fabric. All right, so this may not tear as easy, so I'm going to kind of eyeball it and do about that much. And I'm just going to pull the threads. I was afraid that if I went to tear it, that it would just kind of stretch and not tear. All right, so I'm going to cut that in half. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. And I think I need some stamping in the background. So we're going to put some distress inks around these edges, which are still kind of wet. So I think what I'll do, in case Sam needs to go, is I will make the journal cards real fast. All right, thank you, Irma, for your donation. I know I owe y'all some coupon codes, so those will be coming. I may go take a nap, and then I gotta work. I'm getting tired. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this. I gotta hurry. I feel like I'm dragging now. Okay. I'm not gonna make the belly band. I'm just gonna make the one. You get the gist of what I'm doing. So I think. All right. So this is gonna go together. I think I need to put a pattern in the background here that you'll see. That's got dots. I think this is from the summer blooms. Oh, I can't remember. It's a set of 4. So I'm just going to stamp it. And I like this, the black on the craft. Okay, so that's going to go there. We're going to go to the sewing machine. And I'm going to stitch. So sewing lamb. Sewing lamb. I'm going to stitch these 2 pieces down. And then we'll put this over the top of it and glue that in place after I distress it. Okay. And then this piece, I think, because this is going to go on top, I think what I want to do is stitch this piece down. Well, thank you, Norella, for your donation. I wanted to show you a little bit more of the whole construction, not just the idea, because some people really don't know how to go forward. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to see that. So we're going to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to stitch across here, and I'll stitch down this way, and then we'll come back and we'll finish assembling these. Sewing them! All right, we're going to sew down the side. So that's been sewed across. And that's been sewn on. And my machine is doing something weird. Oh, never mind. It's the fabric. Optical illusion. Linda Sue's glues, you name it. I do it all. All right, so now we'll glue this guy down. But I think we could add, well, maybe. I don't know if we need it. We may not. But I'm going to cut a piece anyway. The other thing I could use is thread. I was going to see. I just tore a piece of cheesecloth. Thank you, Lori, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm just kind of laying it out there. It's just a light airiness to it. Just putting a little bit of the cheesecloth behind there. And it's not dyed, it's white. This is a piece of muslin scrap that I had in my stash. So I'm just going to glue these together. Like so. Let's see if I got it straight. I'm going to put a block on it for a second. And let's dig around. Oh yeah, let's just do that. How about don't forget to fly? We got to use a rubber stamp. I had a piece of paper wide enough that I can use it. I always have so many things I want to show y'all. All right, give me a second to stamp it. Okay. Don't forget to fly. What if we put that? Yeah, kind of in the middle is what I'm thinking. Maybe right in the middle. I think right in the middle. Okay. Right in the middle. All right, and now I'm going to put glue in this corner. Oh, I don't think I need to go. Yeah, I go all the way across. I put it in the corner and all the way across. I am going to come up on this pocket piece and I'll come over just a tad so you get a little bit of the border of the blue. All right. Oh no! Sorry, Sheila, you lost power. I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying. Okay. Don't forget to fly. So this is going to be a pocket back here, and then there's a tuck spot here that you can put something down. So let's grab some journal cards. How about, I've got a big square one that I can trim down. And I've got some smaller ones. Oh, I know what we do. Okay. Got the plan. So I'm going to take this piece, and I think I only want it to be 6 by 4 inches. So I'm just going to cut it. I may use that. I don't know. I'm just going to throw it aside. So we got that. And then I've got some cards here. Okay. I've got my spray box. So I'm going to put that card in there. And we're going to put this card up there. And I'm trying to decide, I don't want to do 2. I'll just do 2. All right, so I'm just kind of positioning this where I think it'll be fun to have the stencil pattern on the page, eyeballing it. Gives me something else to work with. I've got the abstract tiles. That's what we'll do. We'll spray it on top, and then I'll mop up with another page. Then I'll be able to get these as well. All right, so we're dealing with shades of blue. So I'm going to grab some blues, because we're going to stay in that color family that we've begun. So I'm using the Dancing Dragonflies kit. I just realized I'm not on camera anymore. I'm using the Dancing Dragonfly. Y'all didn't even care. I'm going to use the deep blue. I've got the Dancing Dragonflies color, blue water, and then I have one from the Positive Vibes kit. So I'm just going to spritz a little bit of each one until this is covered. Some of these are almost empty. Some of them need new sprayers. You gotta make sure you shake them. So I'm just gonna keep adding. Do this one. Almost empty. Come on. Okay. So I'm gonna take this and lay it on top. Take this and lay it on top, and I'm going to look to see, I have a 4x6 already cut, so I'm laying that on the back side, and then I've got my mop-up paper, and I didn't get it straight, but that's okay. I'll spray the back just a little bit. So that's mopping up on our journal page. Here's our, oh, it didn't, that one has watercolor paper, so it didn't stick, but I kind of like it. This will look better because it'll be sprayed through it. And then there's the overall patterning. It's wet. You loving the new stamps? Thank you, Carrie. And so then there is the page without. And I think I am going to spray the back side of this one and put these together. All right, so we've got journal cards. I'm just going to pick one set, and I think I'm going to pick this one. I'll save the others for the belly band. And let's go ahead and go around the edges. I'm going to round these into corners. Okay. Yeah, let's round the corner on this one too. So we've got lots of texture there. Let's give some distress inks to the edges. I missed the corner. I just saw that. Y'all didn't tell me. It's a cool pattern. I thought so. I mean, I was kind of playing around with making designs, and it's abstract. It looks like a tile. It's just a little out there. You can't quite make out everything. We're just see, this is the part where I would be fast forwarding on somebody else's video, and you just can't help it. I mean, you have to, unless you really pre-prep every single thing, you have to do some live. Spray bottle replacements. Yes, you can get them. All right, so I want to decorate these. This one, I think what I want to do is I've got this giant punch, and I think I want to do it out of craft color. So I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock and then line this up in here. This is an old McGill punch. I think I have had this punch for 20 years, believe it or not. I'm just trying to make sure I don't waste any of my paper. So there's one. I'm going to get it closer to me and do it, because trying to do it up there on camera is hard. Fastest blender. I'll sometimes, toss this aside. Sometimes I just throw it away. All right, so now we got these two tag shapes. So if you get the digital kits, occasionally Norella puts these tags in the kit, so you can fussy cut those out. So if you don't have a punch, you can get a template. All right, so I'll go ahead and kind of fold this in half and add the distress ink to that top portion. But I'm going to open it back up here in just a moment. And guess what, y'all? We're going to go to the sewing machine again here. Okay. So I've got these pieces. And I think what I want to do is come back to the fabric again. And I have a little piece of this blue. I have some more cheesecloth. And I don't know that I need the muslin as well. Maybe, I'm just kind of looking to see what I have here. Maybe a little piece of lace. That's what we'll do. So I'll cut a little piece. Okay, so we're going to go to the sewing machine. We're going to sew this pieces on top of here. So I'm just going to make a little sliver and cut that. So I've got a little piece of lace. Got my punch shape. Got my little piece of lace. Put it right side up, Linda. Okay. And then I'll just kind of lay some of the other stuffs on top. Lay that on top. Okay. And then, ha! I happen to have some blue threads. So I'm just going to grab a handful. Oh! Thread goes bad, so this is a great way to use it. You're using it, you're not throwing it away. And somebody's calling me. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay that there. Okay. Ah! Did I get it? I think I'm on purple. Okay, come on. No, I did not have blue on blue. I wanted blue on blue. Blue on blue. You got it. I got distracted by the phone call. It's like, I don't know that number. All right, so then I've got this little piece. And I just kind of wad it up. And I'm going to go to my sewing machine and we're going to stitch across there. What? Yeah, we're going to stitch it. We're going to stitch it. All right, so here we go. Move the camera over here. I got to hurry up. Finish making this thing. All right, y'all enter the raffle. So I'm just going across the diagonal. And then if I feel like it needs more, like this has got some hanger-ons here, so I'll have to kind of, woo, my foot went flying. There we go. So I'm going to look at it, and I think I'm going to go ahead and go the opposite direction as well. So I just kind of put a couple on there, and then because I pre-folded it, it will have its same shape. If you feel like you need more across here, then by all means, I think we will today. We're going to stitch across. And realistically, since you can't really see the tab shape in here, you could get away just using a rectangle and sewing everything on it. What do you think? Y'all still with me? Go across the diagonal. Then across the edge. This is just kind of soothing just to sit here and just stitch. Just be random. Okay? And then we'll fold it. All right, let's come back over here. You like that, Irma? A little tag cluster? And then, you know, if you want, of course I could have stitched the last stitch on the journal card. Okay? But we're going to glue it. I could have folded it over and then stitched those last stitch instead of going down. But if you're mass making them ahead of time, you may not have your cards ready. So you could just sit here and make a dozen of these really fast using just scraps that you have on your desk. Mine, I deliberately chose the colors according to what I was working with. That's why I start to play with things, is I will just kind of grab a few colors of whatever I have and make a thing. And then before you know it, I've got 10 of those things made. Okay, so I'm just kind of squeezing that on there. Tag cluster. All right, y'all get in on the raffle. Y'all, if there's something you really liked in this video today, would you come back and leave a comment telling me what you liked? If there's something that you wanted to see, speak up, say what that is, leaving a comment there so I can see it. All right, so this thing, I think we just need something relatively simple, but at the same time, I kind of like the concept that I've been doing. So let's just grab some of the blue here. And we had lace. So what if I cut a piece of lace? I'm trying not to move my basket again. If I cut a piece of lace to go across, and then we had this piece of blue fabric, and we stitched across that. So I'm going to cut this to be shorter. And I'm just kind of fraying the fabric a little bit. In fact, I'm okay with the pieces sticking out. So we're going to lay it across the top here. I've got a little bit of this cheesecloth left. I'm liking this. All right, let's do the thread again. So I've got the blue and the darker blue. Ah! And I think we just kind of make it long strands. Does that give it your shabby chic feel, but in color? All right, let's sew. I'm just going to sew right in the middle. Yeah, I think that's all it needs, just to hold it in place. All right. So, what else could we put on here? Well, we could put another butterfly. I don't know, I kind of like if you were to have a page. Let's get a pretty page. Let's pretend this is a journal page you come to, and you layer that onto the page. You could also layer it onto scrapbook paper. I just saw something a minute ago. Here it goes. Oh, that's not the full page. I thought it was one of Norella's pages. Oh, that might look good on there. To get some pink. And then it could also look good just for grins. I've got those little butterflies. There they are. These were fussy cut colored butterflies, and I laid them all out and then colored them with tulip dimensional glitter paint so they glitter. So I spy with my little eye three butterflies with the same color scheme. So what if we were to put a butterfly on each one of those? I think that's what I'll do. It'll also help the thread stay down. Oh, and then we got it for Miss Priss. She has to have her bling, so we'll get some bling. Does that look better with the brown behind it? Can you kind of see the different patterns? All right, so let's get some bling. I've got this big bling, so let's use some of it up. Ah, that one went flying. All right, so let's put one. All right, I got a message again. Oh, I bet you my dogs are ready. My dogs. I gotta go get the dogs. I'm just gonna put a bling on each one randomly. How's that? We got some bling. Bye, Sam. Thanks for being here. Alrighty, y'all ready for the raffle? You like it? Do you like it? Let me show it to you all laid out separately so you can kind of see. Maybe if I should do it this way. Do it long ways. So if we have journal cards like that. Is that better? Kind of give you an idea of what that looks like. And you could use those all together. You could separate them. All right, we're going to do the drawing. For the Flamingo page. So get in on that. I'm going to pick up these butterflies that I have laying here. Love the junky goodness. Yay, Morgan. Well, you know, I'm just using up things I have. Granted, the art that we are in, I create. I am not in camera. I create a lot of my junk. Thank you, Julie. Thank you very much. So that was the set. And then here was that little fabric flower pinned shut with a corsage pin that I made. So you can write on the inside. I didn't stamp or add any other embellishment. I thought, I just want to keep it pretty simple. But I could also add a word down here. How about no regrets? We'll add that. You know, we kind of, yeah, right there. No regrets. It kind of pops. Where's the glue? You hope you did. You did. Okay, I'm getting like a dozen messages. Okay. And then I made this little, with a pocket, little tag. And when you flip this over, it's a little notepad. They're sticky notes, so they'll come off. Oh, rubber earring back? Okay. I don't know if I have any of those here. All right, so we're going to give away this. Move this out of the way. Oh, missed a flying butterfly. All right, everybody in on the raffle? Putting things away. And then I'll make a belly band using some of the same elements, you know, that we layered with. And I've got some pieces left over, so I can make these journal cards that'll go on the other side. So they'll go with this piece and this piece. Putting it all together so I can make it. Oh dear. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's do the giveaway. Let's give away this Flamingo journal page. And the winner is Kathy Orlando, Dream Craft Journals. Congratulations. You're going to get this fun page that you can play with. The tags keep getting smushed. Oh, I was going to do some other stuff. I've been working on a few ideas. I can show y'all. Okay, who's texting me? Okay, yeah, my dogs are ready. All right, congratulations, Kathy. I've been making things and just putting them in a little bin so that I can quickly grab an item and put it down when I'm doing something especially eclectic. So this piece of fabric in the background, muslin, that I scrunged up, this is a postage stamp, a real postage stamp that I layered with some paper and some scraps. And I had a bunch of these punched hearts that I hadn't used. And just kind of had some flowers already done. So I've just been kind of messing around with using up the scraps and playing around with just ideas and hoping that I can have a bunch of little tags and cards ready to go. Here's the same concept that I did with the topper. You can see the shape a little better. I didn't use as much fabric. This is scrapbook paper. This is a rubber stamp over a punch by, I think it's EK Success. And then the beeline design. Stitches. This was a card that someone sent to me, an envelope, and I added this portion to it and the stamping. And then I made a journal card to put inside just so that it's ready to go. Love flamingos. Oh, well, perfect, Kathy. Yay! Yay! I am getting ready to do a video with ideas for postage stamps, Sandra. I've got all of them made right now. I've got one idea with the dancing dragonflies. There is a video for that, I think. I'm sure I did a video. It's a library card, dancing dragonflies, and I did a post. Maybe I just did a rubber. Maybe I just took photos. Go back to the dancing dragonflies. You'll see some of them there. But yeah, I'll be working on some tutorials showing how to use the rubber stamps because I used one today. Thank you, Morgan. I got to clean it and get it ready for packaged and get it sent to you. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little bit. It's kind of a treat to only do this once a month. It was a little bit too much trying to do it every week, twice a week. And I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. Here in the U.S., we've got the 4th of July. So I hope that everybody celebrates the Independence Day and realize how lucky we are to be where we live. I want to thank everybody for hanging out here with me. Great fun. Okay, good. You're welcome, Sandra. What else? Hey, if there's something you want me to share with you, how to do, definitely use the comment field of this video and say, hey, you'll show. Someone did have a suggestion. They wanted to see Christmas in July. So I'm thinking about in July this month, I'll pick a Monday and we will do some Christmas stuff. So I got to figure out what day I want to do that. We do have another kit coming up. So the last Monday of the month will be the next kit. So you're going to want to be here for that to see all the goodies that go with it. So we've got a busy month. So I think, yeah, we're going to have to do Christmas in July. Monday, I'm going to do an eclectic journal, trying to use up more of these bits that I have on my desk. And then I guess the following, we'll do Christmas in July. And then we'll be doing the subscription box really quick. Y'all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for, being a part of my life. Thank you so much. Hey, if you haven't already gone over to lindaisrael.com, create a user account and make sure you message me and say, hey, I've got a donation that I gave you on YouTube so I can get you entered to my YouTube donator membership, which gives you a discount and some freebies. Love you lots, Narella. Oh, good, Sandra. I'm glad you got some good ideas. Thank you, Irma. I'm glad you got some ideas. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm trying to come up with some things, I'm trying here. Yes, Apothecary. Yes, I saw that, Robin. I just saw that today, and I just downloaded it. So I'm going to be busy. I've got to get printing and cutting and working. Oh, I forgot. Is anybody still here? I forgot. We'll just save it. We'll save it for Monday. We're going to save it for Monday. Y'all come Monday, and we're going to have a raffle that says everybody who came to the Thursday live stream can enter the raffle. It'll be for everybody, but if you didn't watch, you can't enter. No. We'll do that Monday, okay? Remind me Monday. Put that in the notes, and I'll give away a mini journal. Hugs back to y'all. I know, sorry. Yeah. You better be, woman. I was getting ready to yell at you. So, what the heck? She's putting out this kit. Where's mine? I'm just kidding. Oh dear. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm getting off here. I know we're being silly. Thank you so very much. You are so very welcome. I'm glad to have y'all in my life. Y'all have an amazing weekend. I'll see you Monday. We'll be giving away a mini. We're going to be doing some more eclectic stuff, trying to give you all some great ideas to use in your journals. All right, everybody. Lots of love to you. Bye, everybody.